Alright, so being a fan of someone isn't something new or novel to people in society nowadays, you know? I mean, I'm pretty sure the dude who discovered fire for the first time, my boy Homunculus Bonungulus, that dude was probably strutting around in the village like hot shit with a pair of groupies at his side on the daily because, well, they probably thought the man was a literal god who can incinerate them at a moment's notice. But hey, the good thing nowadays, people are smarter than that, right? You'd think people would have moved on from that sort of behavior by now, right? We have so much technology available to us. We've created computers, jets, cat girls, cat boys. You know, we've come a long way as a species and we've thought of so many new and interesting things, but for some reason, our brain still has that caveman inside of them. And a good example of this caveman behavior is stan culture in general. And for any of you gremlins that don't know what the hell a stan is, don't worry, I'll give you the quick rundown. It's the combination of the words stalker and fan into one word, stan. And there's no limit to what stans will do for their favorite person in the world. I mean, hell, if BTS asked their fans to go drop kick their grandma, you know damn well they head into the retirement home the day of. No hesitation. Now, before I go potentially ruffling any feathers out here in these dangerous streets, I'll just let everyone know that yes, I know not every person that likes these people or creators or groups is a stan. There's a lot of normal people out there who just appreciate the content that they make, and good for you. However, there are a lot of dumb fucks out here that need to know everything about their favorite person at all times. You know, they need to know their instant location, they need to know what they ate for breakfast, they need to know what their cholesterol level is. Now, these people seem to go a little bit too far if you ask me. And well, it's just funny to see how these people interact in the wild, you know, in their natural habitat. Twitter, YouTube comments, and the like. So today we'll go on a safari journey and explore the different scenarios and different types of stands that are out there, you know? It's just it's just goofy. So with all of that out of the way, let's begin. The first type of stands that I'm sure everyone in the gaming sort of sphere and realm knows very well is, well, gaming and content creator stands. Now, I know what you're thinking. What the hell sort of cop-out is this? This answer's so broad and vague. And you're right. I mean, I could go for the low-hanging fruit and just say, bro, look at these cringy Minecraft stands, you know, hey, everyone knows these guys are delusional and stuff, but I think this applies to more people than just the Minecraft stands. And you know what, some of these creators might have the most batshit crazy takes in existence, but their stands will just be waiting like, yup, that's good, I agree with you 100%, yes, we should burn all of the orphanages down. Some people will go so far off the rails and they'll be so delusional, but they'll still have crazy fans that support them no matter what. These guys get so lost in the sauce that they don't know right from wrong at this point. Whatever their favorite idol says is what they believe is right. And there's another side to it too that's maybe not as nefarious, but it's kind of just weird, and it's the shippers, man. And yeah, I know, it's the internet. People will ship anyone with literally anything at this point, but it still doesn't make it any less weird that you put two people together that clearly aren't like that. It's just, why? I don't know, maybe they're just delusional, like I said, or they're just seeing something I don't. Maybe they can read between the lines. Maybe I'm not socially adept enough to see the nuance to how they interact with each other. Clearly, yes, they must be in love with each other. They looked at each other for 0.2542 extra microseconds longer than normal, meaning that they must be getting it on like Donkey Kong in the bedsheets, you know, hog wild style. Now, moving on from the gaming-centered stands, we all know they're crazy and you've heard them a billion times before, who they are, you know, the main names. This group of people I consider to be a part of stan and superfan culture as well, and it's the downest of the down bad simps on the internet. Now, simps inherently by themselves aren't bad people per se, but it's the ones that take it another level. It's the guys that leave the most horn dog comments on every video or every Twitch chat in existence. These guys are down bad so horrendously you could give them the entire ocean, and they'd still be thirsty enough to type in the comments, "Show Bob and Virgin, please." And then there are individuals that take it a step further, man. They go complete Death Con level 5. No holds barred. They sell everything they own. All their assets, their dog, their cat, their house, their spleen. Nothing is off the table if it means getting closer to their favorite internet girl, because clearly they're in love with them. And what I just described isn't a hypothetical situation. This literally happened. This streamer Amaranth was getting harassed by the most batshit crazy stalker imaginable. He literally sold everything that he owned, camped out at her PO box, and streamed the entire thing for a month, waiting to see her. This man really believed that his life was a Disney movie, that if he abandoned everything, his true love would wait for him around the corner. But what this mad lad found wasn't true love. It was the warm and soothing, gentle embrace of a jail cell. So yeah, this one did have a good ending of sorts, with the most likely result being that he's already been yeeted from the country as I speak. So hey, that's a W in my book. So yeah, stands of internet content creators do tend to go hog wild very often, but it's much worse for legitimate celebrities that actually make music and stuff. Those guys, they deal with it on a different scale. Now, I'm pretty sure we're all well aware of how toxic the BTS stan community is. They'll fight and defend their favorite boy band to their last dying breath, even if it's from the tiniest ounce of criticism imaginable. They'll throw out wild accusations and say that you should go back to living in the dumpsters. You know, the whole 9 yards. Now, these stans are so insane that they'll legitimately get into a massive group call and shed tears to BTS not winning the Grammys, which happened about a year ago.
I literally have tears in my eyes. I can't see.
Yeah. Oh wait, he just said something else right now.
And yeah, who gives a shit? It's that golden little saxophone thing that literally doesn't mean anything. But nope, they're out here ranting, complaining, slinging shit left and right, you know, flaming Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande for this massive robbery that occurred on this day.
I will drag you and I will beat your ass. Fuck you. You ain't deserve shit, ho. I can't even breathe right now.
So if you thought standing culture is pretty wild out here in the West, wait till you get a taste of it in Japan and Korea, because these guys, they treat their idols and celebrities as if they were gods that can do no wrong. And it's no surprise, since the corporations that produce these idols force their celebrities to not be engaged in any romantic activities whatsoever. They can't have a boyfriend, they can't have a girlfriend, they pretty much gotta stay open and available to fulfill that fantasy that the stans have that one day maybe they could get with them. So when you're being forced to portray yourself as the perfect person, it's no surprise that the fans will go the extra mile just to get the smallest sliver of contact with you. It gets to the point where some idols have to deal with stans shaving their head and dressing as boys to get into the same bathrooms as their favorite celebrities. Some of y'all just need some therapy. There's even one girl who sent a love letter to one of her idols in her own blood. And people like to say that romance is dead. So yeah, stans all over the world are pretty crazy and wacky, and there's nothing really we can do about it. As long as people are willing to buy a strand of hair for like thousands or hundreds of dollars or whatever, I don't think this type of mentality will go away anytime soon. But hey, that's just how it seems to go when you're really big and popular, and it's something most people just have to accept at the end of the day. So yeah, that's about it for today. I just want to talk about some goofy ass stans that have just been on my mind lately. So yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. I'm Grio, and yeah, later.